Yeah, I actually think it's the right way to go. I think if he's above 75%, I think it's the place. I think you're only using Mickey Mac for 20 minutes. I think that's it. He's asked to go do 20 more minutes of his career. That's it. And I think it's worth it for him to set the tone. I probably agree that it's Broadbent or that the bench. I think would be, if McIlorum starts, would be Litton, Whitbread, Luckley, and then you're probably looking at Reece Martin or Batchelor, whichever second row doesn't start. And I think it's probably that's the way I'd go. I look back to I can't remember. It was the early game, which it was the Hull Chaos first loss when they lost to Wigan at home, and it's the game when McIlorum gets injured. And for the opening, Wigan actually took the lead, but they only took the lead after McIlorum goes down with his injury, and then Zach Eckersley basically pinches the ball and exposes the fact that McIlorum comes across the sideline. They have the scrum set, and Wigan see that, shift the ball to that right, where McIlorum's effectively defending on the wing, and he obviously gets skinned by Zach Eckersley. But the first 20 minutes of that, even though the score was 0-0, Hull KR were well on top, and McIlorum was a big reason for it. You then get, obviously, Litton coming on fresh at 20-minute mark, which potentially is when Wigan might change their hooker as well. I think that's a lift when Litton comes on, because like you say, he's been the best hooker in the competition. So bringing him on, with Mickey Mac having played that final stint of his career, I think you get the lift there as well. You also get the big game experience. And another point to note as well is if Jared Warrior-Hargreaves gets a ban, we don't know if he will, but if he does, then Micky McIlorum in that front row, there's your experience. These Hull KR players are experienced enough, but he's one of the genuine winners in that team. So I'd probably be saying you start him regardless, but if JWH is banned, then I think his case strengthens even more. And I think it probably is Broadbent who's the unlucky man, because Peters has said he wants that specialist left centre, and if a centre does get injured, he's proved that he's really happy to play James Batchelor there as well. So I think that's the way that they'll go. But again, there's obviously fitness tests to be considered, so I guess we'll see.
Thanks for joining us. Please like and share, and we'll see you next week.